I reached the perch the following morning, and I almost didn't notice it. I was checking the ladder, running a thumb along the third rung where it had cracked 2 seasons back, and I glanced down out of habit. There was a boot print in the snow just beside the base of the ladder. Single print, right foot, pointing toward the perch. I set my own boot next to it. Same tread pattern, flat heel, deep lug, but larger by maybe a full size. I stood there and looked at it for a long moment. Could be old, I thought. Could be from the fall, before the first deep snow, preserved under a wind drift. That was possible. That was a reasonable explanation. I filed it away, climbed the ladder, and put it out of my mind. I was good at that. I'd set the alarm for 4:40, but I was awake by 4. That's always how it goes. Your body decides the alarm is decorative. I was packing the last of my gear in the dark when my hand hit something in the outside pouch of the pack that I hadn't put there myself. Brass, worn smooth, the size of a large pocket watch. My mother's compass. I don't know how it got in there. I hadn't touched that pack since the previous spring, hadn't thought about the compass in longer than that. She used to carry it on every long walk she took, and she took a lot of long walks. I held it under the lamp for a minute and the needle swung north, same as it always did, steady and unhurried. I pocketed it. I wasn't superstitious, but I pocketed it. I came out the cabin door at first light and stopped before I'd taken 3 steps off the porch. The entire herd was gathered at the north edge of the clearing, all 14 of them, and not one was grazing. They were standing shoulder to shoulder in a line facing the tree line, heads raised, perfectly still. Bison do not do that. Herd animals bunch when there's a predator scent, sure, but they shift, they stamp, they make noise. These 14 were motionless in the gray pre-dawn light, with their breath rising off them in unison like steam from a single engine, and the tree line they were watching was just a tree line. Nothing moving, nothing visible. I stood on the porch for a full minute and watched them not move. I told